You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans, I've got your weekly spoilers from Monday, May 12th through Friday, May 16th. We're going to have Sonny conned and Carly thrilled and Curtis having some doubts and suspicions. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button. Let's dive right in with the action coming on Monday, May 12th, season 62, episode 170 of GH. So Tracy has a mission for Jason. Now, the things on her to-do list are to take down Sonny, and obviously Jason's not going to take part in that at all. So I wonder if this is about Drew or if it's something to do with BLQ. Plus, Maxie is looking for some advice from Anna. This may be about the ongoing involvement with Sidwell in deception. If you remember, Anna came and was warning them, and Maxie was kind of freaking out about, is there a criminal case? Is he going to be arrested? Because, they want to make their face cream. So maybe she's looking for an update. We'll see. Curtis has some serious suspicions on Monday. He's grilling Portia and wants to know why she is defending Drew, and Portia kind of snaps and says because she has to, but then I think she's going to be on that bicycle backpedaling as fast as she can, because I just don't think she's going to admit that Drew is blackmailing her. What I think is interesting is that Portia has no idea that Drew has even more dirt and blackmail info on her. He has got a loaded gun, basically. And I almost think that he is doing this to let her screw up because he knows she's not going to be able to accomplish it, but we'll see. The guy is just so dastardly. Emma gets some bad news. Looks like she's not going to get that assistant position because her data model was messed up by Joss, and Emma is saying that something is wrong here. So I think she had no idea she sent corrupt info. It looks like Jocelyn may get the job as the WSB wanted, and Dalton is telling Jocelyn that there is one condition. So obviously something, maybe he wants an NDA signed based on what happened in San Francisco at his other lab. Jordan has an update for Laura. She's talking to her about the Sidwell plot, the whole putting Ezra up for mayor thing, and Jordan warns Laura that she thinks she is in big trouble. Lulu asks someone if they think she should kill her article on adoption, and it may be Tracy that is talking to her after BLQ went to her with a lot of frustrations about Lulu. Carly has a nice moment with Brennan and is asking him how important she is to him. Very important. We all know that. And Sonny and Jason are bickering. Sonny's telling Jason about Sidwell's buyout offer for the peers, and Jason doesn't like this, but Sonny's kind of getting a little hot about it and says he needs to do this for the sake of both of their families. He says he can't pass it up. And remember, Sonny was, when he was in that little fever dream of the anesthesia, talking to his now deceased father, Mike Corbin, about how he needs to get out of the mob, and it looks like he's seeing this Sidwell buyout is a way. I do think Sonny is too desperate to think clearly, because clearly Sidwell is running some sort of con on him. He's not going to let anything go that easily. Tuesday, May 13th is season 62, episode 171. Carly warns Lulu. Now, Carly has told Lulu a couple of times now, do not tell Dante about this baby that BLQ has. But now Lulu has this suspicion that it might be Gio, and Lulu went on that fishing expedition with Ned, and she got the information that Brooklyn was out of high school and off on this supposed tour during the exact time when she knows that she had the baby, and she's looking to figure out exactly where everybody was so she can put all these pieces together. So Carly is again warning her, and that may be because Lulu tells her her new suspicions. And Curtis is opening up to Jordan. I think he's going to tell her that Portia is acting very strangely and defending Drew. Maybe Jordan can kind of find out what's going on by coming at it from the other angle and trying to find out from Drew if he's had conversations with Portia. And speaking of her, Trina opens up to her mom, Portia, probably about Kai's surgery. She's still worried about the after effects of the surgery and him getting closer to Drew. Sonny surprises Laura, and he may go to her and just tell her that Sidwell made this offer to buy the piers. And according to, what Sidwell told Sonny, he's taking a risk because there still could be eminent domain. And if you don't know about eminent domain, they do have to pay the private citizen for their property, but generally they don't have to pay them market rate. So if it were true and if there was no control over it, Sidwell would be taking a financial risk. But obviously with Drew in his pocket and all that, things are going to go his way if he does get to buy these piers. Jocelyn makes someone a promise on Tuesday. It may be to Dalton about whatever condition he has for her getting the job, or it may be her promising Brennan and Vaughn she's going to carry out the mission because she's already got the job, which is good. Wednesday, May 14th is season 62, episode 172, and Carly and Jason do some strategizing, and it could be about what Sonny's doing or about Willow and Michael and the custody case and the Drew nonsense. Meanwhile, speaking of Congressman Cutthroat, Drew makes a discovery. I wonder if he's going to find out that Nina was conspiring with Portia, because also on Wednesday, Willow is heartbroken and she already knows about the Drew stuff and she already believes that he was drugged, which he was. So it feels like it's going to be either finding out that Nina had a hand in this, or it could be some kind of dire thing about the custody because Carly's making that move on that end. Laura loses her temper. Obviously, it's about this Sidwell, Drew, Ezra stuff, unless it's with Lulu. If Lulu is telling her what's going on about this, adoption thing. And Alexis tries to get the upper hand. Obviously, that's with Ava and Rick because they're double blackmailing her now and she can't afford to keep going. She's going to wind up in jail. Thursday, May 15th, season 62, episode 173. Lucky does some digging. Maybe he's looking into why Alexis wanted to commit Christina. And Lucas visits Elizabeth, obviously just checking in on her recovery, but maybe they're discussing, why Brad left town and exactly what he was holding over Portia's head. Rick gets an offer. It may be Alexis trying to do an end run to stop what Ava is doing. Christina has to do damage control. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if somebody else finds out what she did. And Gio opens up and confides in Sonny, and it's probably his guilt over what happened with Rocco, even though he shouldn't feel guilty. He did nothing wrong. This is all contrived stuff because I did a standalone video, The Secret Parent and the dislike with the secret child. This is literally the 5th time that General Hospital has done this same plot. Friday, May 16th, season 62, episode 174. Ava's giving Portia some advice. Obviously, it's about the ongoing blackmail situation with Drew. Nina asks Carly for something big, probably about Michael and Willow. Sonny goes looking for Willow, and Tracy reassures BLQ. Maybe it's about her handling Lulu. And speaking of her, she is on the hunt, and it looks like she is closing in on answers about Gio's paternity and whether he is indeed BLQ and Dante's son. And I just want to mention, in case you have not heard, very sad news, Denise Alexander passed away. If you don't remember, that's the actress who played Leslie Weber, who of course is the mom of Lulu Spencer. She was 85. We haven't seen her in a few years. I think it was within the last 5 years. I think we saw her for one episode. It's been a minute though. And she was phenomenal. She was on GH for so long, and now she's gone. May she rest in peace.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.